This is one of my red carpet staples. I've been a plus size model in the UK since 2011, a long time before plus size really existed in the fashion industry. A gold hoop, you just can't go wrong with it, babes. Whenever I put this on, I do feel quite fabulous. Hello, my name is Felicity Hayward. I'm a model, author and activist, and this is my wardrobe. If I had to describe my style in 3 words, I would say bright, fun and adventurous. It's a mix of different decades. So you've got like the 50s Hollywood pin-up when I do my hair in rollers, and like the Marilyn Monroe eye, mixed with like 90s Anna Nicole, and then a little bit of Sporty Spice. So I have about 20 band tees. Some are vintage, some are new. It's kind of hard to try and find plus size vintage band tees. I have a really great Spice Girls one here. Got a little Slipknot one here as well, which again I love to wear with like a sparkly skirt. So I am pairing not necessarily a band tee. This is a t-shirt from my favourite cafe in East London, Felicity's, with this gorgeous sequin skirt from Never Fully Dressed. I have this in a few colours just because it just looks so gorgeous and it looks great in the sunshine. It's proper sparkly. And then with some Adidas SL72s, my favourite trainers. Yeah, I don't think I could tell you how many pairs of shoes I've got, but I know that I have about 15 pairs of the Adidas SL72s. A lot of my jewellery I've actually bought from the seaside. This one that I got from Margate, this one is from Bognor Regis. They're all like seaside rings. This one is my nan and granddad's initials, and this amethyst one is from there. So yeah, a lot of old gold, and then yeah, a gold hoop, you just can't go wrong with it, babes. So the oldest piece in my wardrobe, I'm gonna say, is this Rod Stewart tour jacket. So this is from the 80s, from the Out of Order tour. So I think maybe some of the security guards might have had it on the tour team. I found this piece actually on eBay, and I think it was someone just getting rid of their collection. And I nabbed it up. I think it was only like £15 as well. So it was like an absolute bargain. I do actually have a Rod Stewart tattoo. He's also the reason why I have blonde hair. I actually cut my hair into a mullet when I was 15 and dyed it blonde and wore way too much leopard print because I thought he was really cool. So one piece that I can't wait to wear actually is this polka dot like tea summer dress from Monsoon. I actually have this cut also in a leopard print. I feel like when you're plus size, when you find something that really looks great on your body and they do it in other colours, you end up buying them all. The item I probably spent the most on was a Gucci handbag. It was the first time I'd sort of spent money like that on a designer item. I actually was here, so it's this gorgeous pink and red leather handbag, and I have worn it loads because I feel like when you spend money on something, you shouldn't just keep it in the wardrobe. It was about £2.5 grand. I'd just been paid from a great job, and I just thought this is probably the only time I'm gonna be able to do this, and actually my friend put the PIN number in. So this is sort of like my day-to-day outfit. Obviously I've got a little sprinkle of leopard print. I've got these 90s inspired ripped baggy jeans and these leopard print Dr. Martens, which I am obsessed with. I think I probably have about 5 pairs of jeans. I think jeans are really difficult to find when you're plus size to get like the perfect fit. So to have these ones, they're ASOS Curve. I've got a couple of pairs of them. I started to work at ASOS back in 2014, I believe it was. I was their first ever plus size stylist. So I'm wearing this leopard print shirt from Next, which I absolutely love. I think I probably have over 50 items or more of leopard print in my wardrobe. I've got jackets, I've got dresses, there's another pair of jeans here as well, blazers. Pretty much anything you can get leopard print, I'm buying it. So if I'm gonna add some extra bits to this outfit, I'm a fan of the tie at the moment. I feel like this brings back to my like old teenage self when, you know, I was big into Avril Lavigne and she would always be wearing ties. I also had to wear a tie at school, so I can remember how to do it. But this one I got for £1 in a vintage store, and I just think they're just like such a fun accessory. As I live at the seaside, the weather does change, so often I do take a big cozy knit with me. I love a big stripy jumper. I think one of the reasons I really love the stripy knit is when I was younger, my nan knitted me these incredible stripy like grunge jumpers because I couldn't find those sort of pieces in my size when I was younger. My grandmother has influenced my style not only just through the pieces that she made for me, so when we went to the thrift shops and the car boot sales and we would make the new designs in old fabrics, but she also inspired me in my confidence, so she sort of taught me to be unapologetically myself. My favourite place to find secondhand and vintage is Goodwill in America. I'm sorry, but their thrift shops are so much better because they have so many more options. I would say my favourite designers are Caroline Vito and Sinead O'Dwyer. They are incredible independent designers who show at London Fashion Week, and every single season, without a doubt, they show the most incredible, diverse bodies on the catwalk, and they're not doing it for a gimmick. So I have worn Sinead O'Dwyer every time I go to her show in London, and not only does it make me feel super empowered, it's really cool to be able to style up a designer. So I styled up one of her pieces last season with this gorgeous vintage Burberry Mac, which I got from eBay. And one of the reasons why I love this is my nan had a vintage Mac when I was growing up, so it always kind of reminds me of her. And I was able to get some embroidery done on the jacket. So here it just says Sybil, which is my nan's name. So it still feels like, even though I'm going to Fashion Week, she's still a part of me, she's still with me, she's still inspiring me. So this is my final look. It is from Anthropologie, and I am totally obsessed with it. This is one of my red carpet staples. I'm styling it similar to how I wore it on the red carpet. I wore a bright pink shirt underneath, like a silky shirt, and this time I paired it with my favourite leopard print shirt and some leopard print mules. Whenever I put this on, I do feel quite fabulous. A lot of people said I look like a quality street at Christmas. For me personally, wearing a bright colour, wearing a big piece, it makes me happy. I feel like this is proper like dopamine dressing. I've been a plus size model in the UK since 2011, a long time before plus size really existed in the fashion industry. And I do think around 2016 to 2018 we had the real golden era of body positivity. We're also seeing a huge rise of the skinny trend coming back from the 90s with the rise of Ozempic, and it feels like all of the hard work that the body positivity movement did has now just vanished. I hope that my fashion style inspires others to dress authentically to themselves. You don't have to wear a leopard print shirt with a bright pink bow dress if that's not for you, but step outside your comfort zone and maybe just have a little bit more fun with fashion. Matcha! Wanna go Wookiees?